So we continue on with the day portion of pool play. We head into a different pool of teams. Beach Breakers on your left in those lighter blue uniforms, and Grace on the right in the dark blue uniforms, just underway. And as with all pool play, at least for this year's tournament, it will start at 4-4. Nice kill up front for Grace and Alexa Doty, the 6-foot freshman. As Abby Sanford gets set to serve for the Crusaders. It's returned up front and tipped back down by Allie Buttrell. Make it a 6-4 lead for Grace. So this set to the outside. That hit out of bounds. I'll make it now 7-4. And once again, Sanford to serve. Set back over the near side, but Shull tipped it over. Now in the middle, Doty plays it across. And that is in on that far sideline. Make it now 7-5. Back to serve for Beach Breakers is Liana Caldwell. Liana led Beach Breakers and led the conference with 207 kills and 68 aces this year. Set in the middle, that's tipped across and down. Make it an 8-5 lead. And Allie Buttrell to serve for Grace. Play to the outside, and that kill for Rachel Malau-Heinertz. And now an 8-6 lead for Grace. Ava Stevenson, one of the seniors on this Beach Breakers lineup, gets set to serve here. Set in the middle, that's tipped across, and someone in the net for the Beach Breakers. Make it now a 9-6 lead for Grace, and set to serve is Deanna Brinkman as that rolls across an end for an ace, making it now 10-6. Grace Christian out of Kankakee, Illinois at 15-9 on the year, coached by Hallie Erickson in her 10th year. Sent to the outside, that put across, and now the opportunity for the Crusaders. Tipped over, and that lands for Allie McGirt. Now an 11-6 lead for Grace. Served by Brinkman, play to the outside. Now McGirt sets it near side, that was deflected, and believe we have, I think they're going to re-serve it here. Serve from Brinkman, play back out, McGirt to the near side, tipped across by Doty. Now tracked down and put over, and that will be out of bounds. Make it now 12-6. Grace actually lost one of their main players earlier in the year to an ACL injury. That's Meredith Sanford, who's actually over there on the bench here today, and she's been walking around on crutches for most of the year. That's hit into the net, making it now 13-6. Alexa Doty, the 6-foot freshman, has come in to replace her. And done a great job as well. Is definitely parts of this team has come together as the years gone along. 13-7 is the lead now for Grace off that kill for the Beach Breakers. And Natalie Olsen, 5'1" senior, to serve for the Breakers. Serve played over on the near side. It's set across by McGuirt. That will eventually fall in, making it now 14-7. Catherine Bosma to serve now for Grace in the middle of that back line. Back to the middle and bumped across there. Now to McGuirt, and that kill inside the back line will make it now 15-7. This is the third time that Grace has been to the NACA tournaments. They have not won a division, at least as of yet. In the middle, that's deflected, and now Grace will come down with it. That pushed off into the corner. McGuirt to the far side. That's set into the net. And played across as the Breakers will continue to play it to the outside. That's deflected off the hit of Malau Einertz. In the middle, and this played back up front. That tip still going here. Back to the near side to Doty. That is blocked just out of bounds. And that'll be a 16-7 lead for Grace. Again, Bosma to serve. Shorter serve that time. Back to the middle. Hit there, played out, and hit out of bounds by Grace. So it'll go back over to the Breakers. In for Grace is Ainsley Purcell. And in for the Beach Breakers is Zoe Wheeler. And the junior will get set to serve here. Beach Breakers were 22-3-1 on the year coming into this tournament out of Chesapeake, Virginia, coached by Melissa Caldwell, now in her second year. That tipped, tug out, back to the outside, and that was deflected as well. Set to the middle, McGuirt had that blocked. Try it again. That is a kill for Allie McGuirt. Make it 17-8. So the serve from Cindy Doty. Play to the outside, and that ball is hammered by Leanna Caldwell. Make it 17-9. Beach Breakers won the 2019 Hamptons Road Athletic Conference Tournament. They're also the regular season champions, as that set in for a score for Grace. The Beach Breakers were undefeated in their conference, undefeated at home, and they also won the HSPN 3A Division Championship at Liberty University, which is the East Coast Homeschool Championships. This tracked down, eventually tracks out of bounds. Make it 18-10. Back in for Beach Breakers is Olivia Goldson. Tracked down, Buttrell to the outside, and that's pushed across there by Sanford. Now on the near side, Buttrell, and she will get a kill, making it now 19-10. Back in for Grace is Catherine Bosma, and serving for the Crusaders will be Abby Sanford. Back up front, returns to the net, and Doty is there to hammer it home. So make it now 20-10. Start from Sanford, now played to the near side. Caldwell hammers that. Will make it 20-11. And back to serve once again is Leanna. Back in the middle. That played off the ceiling, put to the far side. And that tipped into the net. That'll make it 20-12. And that left up front, and that is put back down as well, 20-13. So Caldwell with the serve. Played back in the middle. Doty, good dig along that back line by Stevenson. Sanford back near side to Buttrell. And that will count as a kill. 21-13. Grace with the lead. And now Allie will get set to serve. Good play by Caldwell to keep that alive. Back to the far side. Put across now. Grace with another opportunity. Sent to the middle to Doty, who tips it across. That's played. Now hit into the net. And Grace leads 22-13. Played back to the middle. That rolled off the top of the net. Now set out to Doty. That's blocked. And that tipped across and into the net goes Beach Breakers. So I believe that was Ashley Mustard who ended up there. Ashley, by the way, was the 2019 HRAC Tournament MVP. She also had a trauma at her work where she lost 1/3 of her right index finger, and that was about a month ago. She's just playing with part of that index finger missing. And up front, that tipped away. 23-13 is the advantage for Grace. Tony put that back deep, now near side and just sent across. And Doty hits that into the net. 23-14. Stevenson with the serve. Play now back in the near side. Doty, that's kick save, then put back across. Now out front, and we do have, I believe it was 4 hits called on the Beach Breakers. A little bit of a discussion here over what happened on that particular play. The referee on the near side said it was 4 hits, but they're trying to figure out exactly if that is the case or not. Still some discussion. So they're still discussing it. So now they'll call both captains over and have a discussion over what's happening here. So we're just going to replay the point. There was some discussion on all sides of that, but no matter how you look at it, there didn't seem to be a consensus opinion when it was all said and done. So they just said, let's redo it, and that's what they'll do. 23-14 is the lead for Grace. The serve from Stevenson. And that hit into the net, make it 23-15. So tracked down, that's tipped across by Doty. Good save on that back line by Stevenson. This blocked up front. And now pushed back to the near side. Doty tried to set that over. Still going. And now Alexa Doty hammers that in. Alexa and Sydney both on that front line. That's Alexa who ends up with the kill. And now Deanna Brinkman the serve. This would be set point at 24-15. Set back to the middle. That's blocked up front. And that'll do it. 25-15. Grace takes set one here over the Beach Breakers. Be back in 3 minutes with set two. You're watching the NACA. Start of set number 2. All tied up at 4 apiece. Serve here from Abby Sanford. Played it on the near side. That was partially deflected, and now a kill for Liana Caldwell. And a 5-4 lead for the Breakers. Again, we start each and every set during pool play at 4-4 to try to shorten things up and keep stuff at least as close to being on schedule as possible. Alexa Doty with a nice kill off the near side. And we're tied at 5. Molly Bottrell back to serve for Grace. Serve here played to the middle, and then Bottrell got a hand on it. Now Sanford will put it across. That hit out of bounds off the back line. Will make it 6-5. And Bottrell will continue to serve. And an ace for Allie and make it 7-5. And that serve into the nets. So that'll make it 7-6. Caldwell will go back and be ready to serve for Beach Breakers. Serve here played back to the far side. Cindy Doty pushes it across. And that played out of bounds off of the tip. So tied at 7. Serve by Caldwell, tracked down on the far side. That's tipped over. Caldwell going to track it down and now bumped across on the third. Doty in the middle, and that's inbounds on the near side. Make it 8-7. The libero checks in and will serve here. That is Deanna Brinkman. Actually, Deanna stepped up mid-season for Grace, and another one of those kind of pieces that they have been trying to put together after losing Meredith Sanford for the year. And Deanna's done a nice job as we're tied at 8 here. This played up front. This tipped across. It was partially blocked up front. And that is blocked, but ends up coming down on the side of the net for Grace. So it'll be 9-8, the lead for Beach Breakers. So Ava Stevenson to serve. Sent to the outside. And Alan McGirt hits that. It'll end up being a kill. And back to serve for Grace is Catherine Bosma, one of the seniors on this Grace lineup, one of the 5 seniors for Grace. Set back, and Caldwell hammers that. It went off of McGirt. And it will be a point for the Beach Breakers. And back to serve is Natalie Olson. Natalie, by the way, along with Rachel Malau-Heinert and Ashley Mustard, were all on the soccer team that the Beach Breakers had that won the 2019 NACA Division II championship on the girls' side of things. So a few multi-sport athletes here and some champion multi-sport athletes. So that serve was an ace, and now Olsen to serve again. Played to the outside. It's tipped back deep. Now out front. This played off the ceiling. It will be a 12-9 Beach Breakers lead. Just tipped across. Now once again, the Breakers with an opportunity off the near side. Put over there by Malau Einertz, and that is hit out of bounds. Make it 13-9. Xavier played over. Now set to that back line, and a nice hit there again. Makes it 14-9. So Olsen with the serve again. There's another ace. That'll make it 15-9. So Olsen with the serve again. Brinkman plays it back out front. McGirt over on the near side. Child played it across. Now set back on the near side. And that put back in the back corner. And off the play by Abby Sanford will make it 15-10. And Cindy Doty, another one of the seniors for Grace, will serve. Sit over on the near side, and that tipped off the front line of Grace, so make it 16-10. And Zoe Wheeler back in. She will get set to serve here. So play back on the near side. Now set out for Caldwell. That's blocked up front. Back to Caldwell again. Had that tipped, blocked back. Caldwell tried to push it across that time. Now sent over by Sanford. That blocked again up front. Come back to Caldwell again. And still going and push back over. Come back out to Caldwell. Try to tip that across. Save back over and put across again. Boy, what a point here. Back to the middle, and that still ricochets. And sent over and out of bounds it goes. Well, the Breakers kept firing away and eventually fell in. So 17-10 is the lead. Sent back to McGirt. And that deflected. And Grace with another opportunity. McGirt tried to go back corner. That was saved. On the outside, and that deflected back out of bounds. The kill for Bottrell makes it 17-11. So Allie McGirt to serve. Played back to the middle, and Alexa Doty just set it across, making it 17-12. So McGirt with the serve. It clipped the top of the net, but still alive anyway. And Caldwell hits that into the net, making it 17-13. Played up front And Doty puts that back down. Now 17-14. And a decent run here for Grace in set number 2. So McGirt with the serve. That is an ace. Make it 17-15. And there's another rocket of a serve for McGirt. Now 17-16. And all of a sudden, what looked like a dominant lead for the Beach Breakers has disappeared. McGirt again. Now played off on the near side. Caldwell fires. And the kill for Liana makes it 18-16. So back to serve for the Beach Breakers is Julia White. That's saved, and now McGirt puts it back across. It's deflected now up front. Doty just sets it across. Played back over on the near side. Caldwell dug out off that back line. And now sent across again. Caldwell near side, and that deflects off the top of the net. Make it 19-16, the lead for Beach Breakers. It's played off on the near side, and that's in that back corner. Make it 19-17. As Catherine Bosma back in for Grace. And now Abby Sanford to serve for the Crusaders. So off the near side, Caldwell hits that into the net. Make it 19-18. Serve from Abby Sanford once again. Taken off the near side. Caldwell trying to tip that over, and we have a lift on Grace. Make it 20-18. Now Michaela Daniels to serve. That put in the far corner. That's a nice play by Alexa Doty. Make it 20-19. Betrell will have to re-rack it here. And that is out of bounds. So 21-19. Back in for Beach Breakers is Rachel Malau-Heinertz. Caldwell with the serve. Sent to the outside. Cindy Doty just tipped it over. Played back again. And nobody goes to get the free ball. That'll be 22-19. As Betrell checks out. And Christina DeBella into the lineup. Sent to the outside. Cindy Doty fires, and that's in on that back line. Make it 22-20. Play back off on the near side. That's tipped across. Set in the middle. McGirt tips it over and down. Makes it 22-21. So Grace has been battling their way back all the way through the second set after giving the Beach Breakers a huge lead. But back to a 1-point set again. Caldwell fires from that back line and scores. Makes it 23-21. He's got to be one of the hardest hitters in this entire tournament. Very few that I've seen hit harder than that, especially on the back line. Serve here is out of bounds. Make it 23-22. Set back to the far side. This just bumped over on the outside. That's deflected. It falls in. And we're tied at 23. Just a reminder, there is a cap at 25. So the first team to get there, it is not a win by 2 scenario. And that's a kill off the near side by Rachel Malau-Einert. And there's Ainsley Pazell back in the lineup for Grace. And back to serve is Natalie Olson. She went on a very nice run earlier in this set that gave the Beach Breakers the big lead that they had, which has since disappeared. Set to the middle. McGirt tried to tip it over. Caldwell pushes it back deep. Now Cindy Doty on the outside. Now Grace with another opportunity. Sets the middle to McGirt. And this played back up and sent across. In the middle, McGirt tried to tip it over. And Allie McGirt is in the net. So 25-23 is the win for Beach Breakers here in set number 2. We'll head to a third and deciding set in 3 minutes. You're watching the NACA. Start of set number 3. Remember, we'll start at 4-4, and now a 5-4 lead for Beach Breakers. This will go to 15 with a cap at 15, so it's important to start quickly. And now it's a 6-4 advantage for the Beach Breakers. Michaela Daniels with the serve. Set back and eventually put across. In the middle, and now a 7-4 lead. Well, Beach Breakers got out to a huge lead in set 2 and almost ended up giving it back. And now they're out to a huge lead in set 3, but the problem for Grace is there's not a lot of time to get it back. An 8-4 advantage here for Beach Breakers. And that hit into the net. So now 9-4. Served by Daniels, played back in the near side. Doty will put that across. It's still alive. And it doesn't get cleared. So 9-5. Catherine Bosma back in for Grace. It's tracked down and now bumped over. Set in the middle, Doty had that dug out on the back line by Stevenson. Set back in the near side, put across by Betrell. Saved in the far side. Ricochet, now set back over. Doty back on the near side for Betrell, who puts that in. So now a 9-6 lead for the Beach Breakers. So Allie Betrell with the serve. Taken back over on the near side. And that is a kill for Caldwell. Making it now 10-6. So 10-6 now. The lead is Liana Caldwell will serve. It's back to the middle to Doty, who just bumps it across. To the outside, that's tipped over. Doty pushes it back in the far corner, and good placement there by Alexa. Make it 10-7, the lead for the Beach Breakers. So Betrell with the serve. Play to the outside. That tipped over. That probably should have been a carry, but it doesn't matter anyway because the kill by Caldwell is in on that back line, making it 11-7. Set off to Doty, who again will put it back deep. Now to the outside. And it looks like Alexa Doty is in the net. So that'll be a 12-7 lead now for Beach Breakers. Let's serve goes into the net from Stevenson. And now Tiana Brinkman, the libero, to serve. Outside, that ricochets, ends up falling in. So now 13-8. Into the lineup for Beach Breakers comes Natalie Olson. She'll get set to serve. So played up front, that's blocked. And now 14-8. And now match points for the Beach Breakers, up 14-8. And that serve is out of bounds, make it 14-9. And Catherine Bosma to serve. Still match point for the Breakers. That is an ace, so make it 14-10. So the set up front, good dig on that back line. That hit out of bounds. So now 14-11. Bosma to serve. Taken to the outside. That hit the top of the net and rolls in. So the kill for Rachel Malau-Heinert. And a 15-11 win for Beach Breakers here in the third set. We'll take ourselves a little bit of a timeout. When we come back, it's the next game in this particular group between Jellies and Cincinnati. We'll get there in just a few minutes. You're watching the NACA.